Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cozy Gamer Jessa. And in today's video, we are going to be decorating Punchy's yard. I did move it onto this cliff, and we are also going to be decorating the pathway to Red's secret beach, and we're going to be decorating that little tiny bit of beach area. And the decor style for that is pretty much just going to be like fisherman core or whatever. I'm going to be using a lot of fishing crates, and I even bought a yacht to decorate that area with. And right now I'm just going to be laying down all the pathway leading up to that area, and I'm just using my normal pathways that I use in pretty much every build. And if you're new here, I have my Pinterest and the playlist linked down below if you're interested in seeing my inspiration and also watching the previous videos of my island, Acorn, which is autumn and fall themed. Also, you're going to notice in the next couple of videos, I am experimenting with new title screens and ending screens, and I'm just seeing what I can do. I'm kind of grown out of the one I made myself, and I was just looking for something more like professional, I guess. So don't mind that if you see the title screen as different in the next couple of videos. Just trying to figure out what works best for me and what looks good. And if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. I'm happy to hear your ideas. On a side note, I do not know how people do those challenges where they don't use the online membership to get paths. Like, I'm artsy and all, but not make my own like 8-tile path artsy. Like, that must take so much time, and like, I don't know how you would even make it look good. It kind of baffles me how so many people can make such like amazing paths. Like, it must have took so much time and effort and playing around with the colors. I feel like that challenge would be pretty impossible for me. I'm not like insinuating that I'm gonna try that challenge, because I'm not. Because I don't see me able to make a cute aesthetic island without having the online membership to get paths and codes and go to other islands. But I have seen people make beautiful islands without it, so it is possible, just not in my cards right now. But maybe one day I'll try one of those challenges, like the 30-day hard, or maybe even the no items challenge. That seems really interesting to do. I don't know how I would be able to do a whole island, but it would definitely be like really hard to do that. And I've watched a couple people on here do it, and their islands came out pretty alright. So, you know, maybe one day if we run out of ideas, we can like try a challenge. But yeah, I only bring that up because I was looking at my builds and I was like, dang, my builds would be kind of garbage without the pathing and the codes that I use, because I feel like those are kind of like decorations, and the items, you know, they definitely add to the build, but I feel like without the path, it would be not very good. Okay, back to the build. So I am going to be adding a few of the Halloween items to this build, like the pumpkin lanterns and the pumpkin scarecrow, only because, well, my island is autumn and fall and Halloween themed, so of course, but also the rest of the houses nearby also have Halloween decorations up, so I kind of wanted it to match the other houses like down below and in the neighborhood area. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Also, I saw on Pinterest someone made a little tea party with gnomes and bunnies and like ducks like attending it, and I really wanted to put that idea in this build somewhere and use like a mushroom table and have my little gnome and bunny like serving tea and having a little tea party. If there's a couple things that I love is tea parties, picnics. I love wells for some reason in this game. I feel like that like decorating style is so cute, using the bunnies and the gnomes. I mean, if you've watched any of my other builds, you know that I'm like obsessed with having gnomes and bunnies and decoy ducks in all my builds. I just feel like the idea of it is so fun, and they just look so cute. So like, how could I not add them? So I'm so excited to start our next island. This island is pretty much wrapping up. We only have a couple builds left. I know I said this last time, but I have a poll, and I'm gonna leave it up for at least a week. And I want to see what theme you guys want to see me do next. And right now the poll is leaning towards winter fairy core. And if you're not about that, you better get your vote in and, you know, vote for something else. But there's really only 3 choices, and that's pastel kid core and fairy winter core, and then kid core with a little touch of fairy. And I mean, when I say a touch of fairy, like, I mean very whimsical kid core, like fairy tale almost. And that would be really interesting. I mean, they're all kind of similar, I feel like, but the fairy, if we do winter fairy core, I'm gonna go all out, like full winter, full fairy, a lot of pink, a lot of white, a lot of light blue, you know, a lot of the star items. So we're gonna have to collect a lot of star fragments and all that, which could be fun. I don't know if you guys go stargazing a lot. I've only gone like twice, like in game. Like, I've gone to other people's islands and stargazed with them. It was pretty fun. I really like that aspect in this game, like the next morning when the star fragments wash up on the beach and you collect them all day. I think it's really cute. So I am wrapping up this build right here, just like Punchy's yard. It's pretty much complete. I'm just adding my finishing touches, the trees, the flowers, and the bushes, and I also added some glowing moss. And you know my stance on that. I love the glowing moss. It adds some whimsical, adds some sparkle, and I'm gonna add pretty much like everywhere the moss and the vines going up to the beach. And I thought this video was gonna be a little short, and I have this open area that is between my house and the graveyard and Marlowe's house, and I wanted to just put a path, so pretty much like a filler area, path, walkway, and I'm just gonna like start building that and placing down path here just so it's not empty. And it's pretty much gonna be in the same building style as like all the other pathways that we just did with the dirt path and all the mushroom items, flowers, bushes, everything like that. It's just gonna be a simple walkway. So if you made it this far into the video, you should definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because in the next couple videos, there are going to be some really good builds. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn or nothing, but they're like pretty great. So you should stay tuned for those. Also, there's a surprise at the end of this video. So after the end tour, just keep watching all the way to the end. There's going to be a little surprise and sneak peek. I've never done this before, so I hope you like it. Anyways, this part of the build, the little filler area, is pretty much done. I just have to place a couple more items and a couple more codes, and it'll be pretty much complete. It's just a little area, and I'm gonna give you a tour. I'm just gonna take off my helmet and I'll give you a little walkthrough of what we built today. So this is just the path we just did. You just saw all that. And moving on, this is the walkway to the secret beach with all the little mushroom items. And we have a bunch of like pirate stuff. And there's my yacht. And then going back up around, this is Punchy's yard, which is the biggest yard, I think. Well, I guess Nan has the biggest yard because she's the pumpkin patch. Anyways, this is the little tea party. And don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. And I hope you enjoyed this build. Here are some just like screenshots of the build if you want to use it for inspiration. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And see you in the next one. Bye. And coming up next time, we are going to be doing the long-awaited campsite build. So stay tuned.